straight up suplexes through that table.
Oh, attitude adjusted.
Like humanity. Can we get an official out here?
Go!
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction is Dead Meets Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Kill Count, Recount. Now, this is one of my favorite Friday the 13th movies, if not my favorite, for reasons I'm sure James is going to get into, and if he doesn't, there will be some things that I will talk about at the very end of this video. But before we get into it though, if you haven't already, please go over and support Dead Meat. I'll leave a link to the channel, along with a link to the original video description. And I'd like to thank you guys, old and new, for deciding to check out this reaction. Really do appreciate it. But if you are new, I hope you guys decide to stick around, hit that subscribe button, because not only by doing so will you help me grow my channel, but you also get access to future and past reactions that I've done for Dead Meat, and it's super easy to do. First, go right below this video, get that like button, some love, and click that subscribe button right there. And without any further ado, let go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and
What up,
today we're
James?
looking at Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, released in 1985. A New Beginning is sometimes called the Halloween 3 of the Friday franchise, since this is the one without Jason as the killer. I mean, other than the first one, where he's an imaginary swamp boy. And other than Jason Goes to Hell, where he's like there, but also not really, mostly.
Yeah.
As I emphasized in the last episode, Jason really did die at the end of the final chapter. He was a human man, and Tommy Jarvis killed him. The end.
Yes.
At least for human Jason Voorhees. A New Beginning was a chance to continue the money-making Friday the 13th saga with a new killer, who also wears a hockey mask and acts like Jason Voorhees. Joe Zito had ended Friday 4 with a menacing shot of Tommy Jarvis, so this fifth Friday catches up with him years later as he struggles with PJSD. Dude can't help but think of Jason day and frickin' night, so when vicious murders start happening around his new halfway home, he thinks the J-Man has somehow come back from the grave. But he
Fair.
wouldn't do that for realsies until the next film, so the killer in this one's just a guy. Which guy? Well, like the original Friday, A New Beginning's a whodunit with a mystery killer. And somehow, its ultimate reveal is even less satisfying than Unmet Mother of Drowny Boy. When I ranked the Friday films 4 years ago, I said that this was the worst one, and today it's in my top 3. That's demonstrative of how divisive this installment is. Some people hate that the killer's not really Jason, even though, like, come on, it's basically Jason.
Yeah.
Other people, like past me, don't like its tone or grind. But now I recognize it for the dark comedy it is. This thing
Same.
is less a Friday the 13th and more one of those weird low-budget slashers I've become kind of obsessed with over the years. Yeah, its script is formless garbage, but so were the first 4 Fridays. Whatever. I like A New Beginning because it's something different for the franchise. Yes, it's still mostly kills and boobs. In fact, a lot of kills and a lot of boobs. While the final chapter was the horniest Friday, A New Beginning is the sleaziest. The women can hardly manage to keep their clothes on, and the camera lingers to take it all in like a filthy peeping Tom.
Yeah, a little
This
bit.
softcore aesthetic came from the late director Danny Steinman, who began his cinematic career with a porn called High Rise. Clean and good smelling, A New Beginning is not. And in addition to all the TNA, there's also heaps of casual hard drug use.
Yeah, a
That
little bit.
too came from director Danny Steinman, who reportedly used cocaine throughout production.
Oh!
These set stories, I tell ya. Because
Damn.
Steinman was so coked up and focused on boobs, he basically ignored the actors and let them do whatever they wanted.
He just said, just do it. So
Oh.
from that moment on, and that was
Okay.
about, I think, the second or third day of filming. So at that moment, I said, okay, you're really on your own here.
This results in a non-stop parade of amazing and memorable characters. You want a dirty old lady who cusses everyone out?
The next little bastard comes near my farm, I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out. You hear me?
You got it. You want
Yeah.
the mayor of Crystal Lake to seem like he runs an Atlantic City casino?
Sure, why not? There it is.
And small towns are supposed to be safe.
You got it. You want Miguel A. Nunez Jr. looking
Hell
like
yeah.
Michael Jackson and getting diarrhea?
Damn enchiladas.
Well, not that
You
part,
got
but
it. These characters and many more are way more diverse and interesting
Yeah.
than the sexy teens from the first 4 films. That's probably why so many of them wound up in the top 10 of the Minor Friday Characters ranking we did on Chelsea's
Agreed.
Dead Meat podcast. It's their bizarre actions and hilarious line readings that make A New Beginning so entertaining. They give the movie character. They give the movie life. Of course, even if it's not really Jason, there's also someone giving the movie death. Let's find out who and just how much and get to the kills.
all right.
The movie begins in the pouring rain with a wet banana walking around in rain boots. It's Tommy freaking Jarvis, played by Corey the Fell Dog Feldman. He wanted to reprise the character for all of Friday 5, but was too busy filming The Goonies. His schedule was so tight, they had to shoot this on a single Sunday in Feldman's neighbor's backyard, using a hose hooked up to a sprinkler valve to simulate rain. Tommy's checking that Jason Voorhees is still tucked in nice and tight when he has to hide from two doofuses rolling up with a couple of shovels. These bucket-hatted bros are here to dig up Jason, a very laughy, hollerous affair.
So weird.
Motherfucker said yeehaw. They finally dig up old Worm Eyes, who, holy shit, was buried with a machete. His final wish. Jason lodges the blade deep into this Neil guy's gut to give us the first kill of the film. Jason then stabs the other dude, Les, in the neck with a screwdriver, felling another fool before he even gets out of the grave. J-Man retrieves his #1 favorite weapon as Tommy stands there literally shaking in his boots. In slow motion, Jason brings down the machete to turn Tommy Jarvis into a sweaty hot guy. Yeah, that opening was just a nightmare, but I'll leave Neil and Les on the count. They're kills in the sense that they're dudes getting killed in a Friday film, you know? They were dream characters in a dream world dying a dream death. I don't know, it feels right to include them.
Fair.
After the standard opening credits, we catch up with a 17-year-old Tommy Jarvis, placing this film in a fictional 1989. The Friday timeline is so weird, I botched it in the last episode. Parts 2, 3, and 4 take place over like a week, not just a weekend. If enough people want, maybe I'll make a timeline video one day.
That'd be cool.
Tommy has spent the past 5 years at a state-run psychiatric ward, but today he's moving to a halfway home called Pinehurst. Pinehurst is run by Matthew Leder, the latest in a line of generic leader guys, like Steve Christie and Paul Holt. Paul Holt! Matthew's second in command is Pam Roberts, who loves bottom lash mascara and saying her name.
My name is Pam Roberts.
They tell the silent Tommy that Pinehurst is way chiller than the state ward.
What you're really doing here, Tommy, is preparing yourself to re-enter society and start a new life.
And if you're real good, Tommy, maybe Matt will give you a fedora to wear. While reminiscing about his family and unpacking his clothes, Tommy runs into Reggie the Reckless, a fantastic little sidekick dude whose dialogue is hilarious.
Man,
It is.
You are one scared cat.
Somehow, 13-year-old actor Shavar Malik Ross makes it work. He's just that naturally charming.
Yeah,
Lot of
he's
screaming.
really good.
Hey, he's got to get off the set. We ain't got too much time. He's got to go to school.
Ross played Gary Coleman's best friend Dudley on Different Strokes, and his parents allowed him to do Friday as long as he didn't have to swear.
Freaking A.
Reggie stresses to Tommy that he's not a halfway home kid. He's only here because his gramps George works as the place's cook. The two of them clearly care about each other, and I love their relationship.
Do me a
Same.
favor. Don't kiss me when there's people around, okay?
Okay, that's cool.
After bonding over Tommy's homemade masks, Reggie's pulled away to some commotion outside.
Oh, gotta split. Catch you later, there's action.
The Popos are here with two of Matthew Leder's kids, Tina and Eddie, who were caught nearby fucking in the woods. Sheriff Tucker don't really give a damn, but someone certainly does. The best character in this movie, who just rolled in piggyback style on her big dumb son.
Morning, Ethel. My, don't you look lovely today?
Poor shit.
Ethel is a dirty little firecracker of profanity.
Would you
She's so
shut
great.
the fuck up?
And she hates the horned up teens she keeps finding on her property. She threatens to kill them if they trespass again, and she's so crazy she probably means it.
Probably, yeah.
Come near me, Sheriff. I warn you. I got a bomb on me.
Holy Jesus goddamn, that is my favorite line delivery ever.
Same.
The look on her face as she's coming up with the idea, the unsure utterance,
I got a bomb on me.
and the split-second decision to follow through and commit. Fuck, Ethel's the best. A round of applause for Ethel. Pinehurst, which they filmed in Camarillo, California, is a pretty chill place, even if it kind of looks like a Casey Frey video sometimes. Good place to chop firewood, right, Vic? Oh, hey, Vic.
Totally.
Working on firewood, man. Who is this guy, the dad from Bewitched? Old Chocolate Fingers there is a chap named Joey, and since he's a big fuck-up who makes the sheets look like someone pooped the bed, the other kids don't get along with him well. Not even when he offers them chocolate.
I hate it.
You hate chocolate, Vic? Oh shit, you hate chocolate.
Apparently.
And for attacking him with that chocolate bar, Vic kills Joey by axing him in the back.
Bam!
Holy shit. Bring in the
Yeah.
screams and the naked gun siren. Vic's arrested while Joey's bloody body is tended to by a pair of paramedics, one of whom, Duke, don't give a damn about the dead.
Really doesn't.
Bunch of pussies.
The other one, Roy Burns, hey, don't look away, you look here when I'm talking to you. He seems pretty upset. Joey's death has got Roy Burns so bothered, he looks at the camera and challenges it to a staring contest.
Ooh.
Oh shit, I think he's winning. Yeah,
Oh,
camera,
foreshadowing.
sleep. Now it's time for one of those scenes with complete fucking randos. Pete and Vinny are two greasers with car troubles and, dare I say, relationship problems?
You are an
asshole.
The characters weren't intentionally written or played to be gay.
I hadn't made that choice, but who knows where it went with Pete and where it would have gone, you know, if they could have lived a little longer.
But, I mean, Pete looks like the leather daddy on the poster for Kenneth Anger's Scorpio Rising. It just
really
seems
does.
like these two are in love.
I gotta take a crap. Crap my ass!
Yeah, crap my ass! While Pete's crapping his ass, someone appears with a road flare and kills Vinny by sticking... Oh, come on! That's not even suggestive. That's just blatant innuendo.
Yeah.
Pete returns and walks past his dead boyfriend.
Oh
so
my
eager
God.
to sing this song he's been working on.
This ain't starting, man. Fucked up again, it ain't starting. I'm gonna kick your ass, kick your ass. Come on now. Come on, everybody, this ain't starting.
It's moments like this that make it obvious the director just turned on the camera and said go. These poor actors had to do everything themselves.
Ratatouille. Woo! All right, and we're off.
No one wrote that. Pete is killed with a throat slit, though the blood is cropped out with a camera zoom. At least we get to see him fall onto the steering wheel. Honk! Tommy has sweaty flashbacks to that time he told Jason to die. His hallucinations are getting so bad, dude can't even take a minute to admire himself in the mirror.
No.
You should be miring, brah. He puts on a shirt
shredded.
and joins the others for breakfast, and I've gotta say, I like the portrayal of the Pinehurst kids. None of them are played too over the top. They seem like at-risk teens who have some issues and maybe can't control their emotions right. I also like Matthew Letter, who's surprisingly empathetic and kind. They all make these scenes more interesting than those in the first 4 films.
Agreed.
The only topic of conversation was putting the P in the V. Tommy's probably the single most disturbed person here. Just ask Eddie, who he, by God, straight up suplexes through that table.
Oh,
And then he
attitude
still
adjusted.
pummels him. Like humanity. Can we get an official out here?
By God.
18-year-old Tommy Jarvis was played by 24-year-old John Shepard, a young Christian man who auditioned for the film when it went by its code name Repetition. Shepard and some other actors didn't know this was a Friday the 13th until after they got cast. I've heard this was done so they couldn't ask for higher rates, but producer Tim Silver denies that. Despite some hesitation due to the franchise's reputation, Shepard took the role and took it seriously. Dude volunteered at the Camarillo State Mental Hospital for months as research and visited creature shops and comic book stores to get into character.
Interesting.
On set, he went method and stayed in character all the time, eschewing the party lifestyle of some of his co-stars and director Danny Steinman. He may be the least lauded Tommy Jarvis actor, but I really like his intensity. The dead greasers are found by a flummoxed Sheriff Tucker.
What the hell's going on here? You talking to me, Sheriff?
No, Roy Burns. He was talking about the murders happening.
I thought you was talking to me.
Not unless you were the murderer. Speaking of murder, let's get some more kills on the count. Kills get me so pumped, I could spin a fucking charger in a complete circle. Driving that Dodge is a guy named Billy. We saw him earlier, dropping Tommy off at Pinehurst and making lewd gestures towards Pam, because he loves a woman who loves to say her name.
My name is Pam Roberts.
Billy's played by Bob DeSimone, who had been in director Steinman's previous film Savage Streets, a rape revenge flick with Linda Blair and Linnea Quigley. Savage Streets is what got Steinman Friday 5 after it was seen by Phil Scuderi, the Friday franchise's Boston-based money backer. Billy just pulled up screaming for Lana. Lana! Because that's this waitress he wants to bang.
I would like Lana to go with nothing on her.
Again, unique acting choices make these characters fun to watch. Yeah! Sitting there sounding like a Mario brother. It's me, Emilio. Lana's great too. Of course she has to get topless, but she does it in a cute, silly way.
It's showtime!
Even better, it was actor Rebecca Woods' idea, since she had recently watched All That Jazz.
I said, what if I did something really cute and sexy like...
It's showtime!
And he's like, I love it.
These two are ridiculous. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. But not before Billy takes a bump of what was actually baby laxative in real life. DeSimone says he was probably the only one not snorting real cocaine on set that night. Oof. Billy opens his car door to yell for Lana again, and that's when someone swings an axe into a dummy's head. Oof. They had to pluck the dummy's hair to match DeSimone's bald spot, and you know, it doesn't look great.
No.
Lana comes outside and is ready to go solo skiing when she sees what became of her lover boy Billy. She too is killed when an axe swings into her gut off screen. At least she gets this dramatic-ass death pose, looking like a painting before that fade out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rush
it
past
is.
Tommy's next hallucination and that scene with the mayor of Crystal Lake.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Nah, man, you just don't impact the story at all. And you're not a teen who's gonna get naked and die.
True.
Eddie and Tina, on the other hand, they are riled up to get naked and die.
Uh-huh.
They flee into the woods for the most gratuitous scene in the film, and one that
Yup.
Danny Steinman was no doubt eager to shoot.
Everybody was cast because of the size of their tits. It was
Oh!
like a porn film in a lot of ways.
Originally, actor Darcy DeMoss was cast as Tina after a skeezy audition.
I went in for my audition, and Danny Steinman, the director, asked me to lift my top up and show my breasts, and I wasn't prepared for that at all.
Sure.
So I said, I have no problem with nudity, but, you need to contact my agent.
She said Steinman then asked her to dinner, and shortly after saying no, she was replaced.
The next day, I didn't have a part. And the excuse was that I wasn't well enough endowed.
DeMoss would go on to be in Friday 6, while Tina would be played by a well-endowed actor with a relevant surname.
As soon as they saw my last name, Voorhees,
absolutely
have to.
Of course! Deborah Sue Voorhees, a former Playboy bunny, later became a teacher and was fired from 2 high schools because of the nudity in this film.
That
Recently,
sucks.
she made a film called 13 Fanboy that'll be out in October. It features lots of horror actors, including Kane Hodder. This sex scene was shot on the first day of production, and the footage that came from it was extensive and explicit.
Some people knew that I had shot a pornographic film.
Nothing actually hardcore, but Steinman directed it as though it were.
In the background, off screen, is Danny Steinman, the director, yelling, "Come on, fuck her harder.
Oh my God!
Come on, grab her tits, grab her
Jeez!
pussy, grab her ass." And I'm sitting there like dying, and I'm not British guy.
This made producers like Frank Mancuso apprehensive about Steinman, a sentiment shared by many others on set. It's worth noting, though, that Debbie Sue Voorhees herself said Steinman was protective and sweet to her, and she never had any problems with him. Tina and Eddie are spied upon by Raymond, aka the Dirty Man. Dirty Man is another rando who earlier showed up at Ethel's door. She didn't like it.
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want?
God damn, that woman's amazing. Go on and hit us with another classic, E.
You big dildo. Eat your fucking slop.
You serve it and I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Dirty Man. Dirty Man gets killed with a stab to the gut.
Hi, Dirty Man.
Eddie must be a sprinter, not a marathon man, because these two are already done and he leaves to go wash up. The camera then proceeds to leer at Tina's naked body from as many angles as it possibly can. Sure, from all the way back there too. Why not? Finally, Tina's killed with a pair of garden shears going into her face. Classic kill right there. And it looks gnarly when Eddie finds
it really does, dude.
Shooting this death was uncomfortable for the real Voorhees on set. The fake blood filling the thin mask on her face seeped into her eyes and burned them. This was at the end of a 13-hour shoot day where she had to be led around naked in a robe, unable to see because of the makeup effects. Eddie backs up into a tree where he's killed with a belt that wraps his head against it. It's tightened with a stick so many times it goes both ways with the rotation, which doesn't make sense, but does make for one memorable kick-ass kill. I couldn't find detailed info about A New Beginning's makeup effects, but I know the MPAA went hard on this movie, putting it through 9 rounds of content cuts. A lot of kills left their most intense shots on the cutting room floor. The frequency of kills was a studio suggestion to director Steinman, but he was more interested in flesh than blood.
My death scene was so gory with the blood being pumped through the strap that they were able to use that as a bargaining tool with the censors. And they were able to get more nudity.
That night, Pam takes Tommy with her when she drives Reggie to see his brother Demon.
Oh my God, well get your ass in here, boy!
Demon is the freaking best, and he's played by Miguel A. Nunez Jr., character actor in many, many films, including Return of the Living Dead. He was also in Leprechaun 4.
In space.
Nunez, a horror fan, provided his own wardrobe, hairstyling, and makeup, which happened a lot for this movie, a result of the low budget and the director's indifference towards things that weren't boobs. The actors who went the extra mile did so because they cared, and that care shines through in this wonderful scene. I like the part where Reggie fronts like Pam is his lady. Demon introduces his girlfriend, Anita, and informs Pam of his extensive takeout menu.
You want a taco? Egg roll? What about a slice of pizza? Cheese and sausage?
Nearby, Tommy runs into Ethel's big dumb son, Junior, who stupidly picks a fight with this straight-up back alley brawler. Look at that takedown. Holy shit,
seriously, dude.
Tommy Jarvis kicks so much ass. He kicks so much ass, he can't even handle it. And Pam has to take Reggie away from Demon to go after him. It's okay, kid. You wouldn't want to be around your brother right now anyway. He's got the bubble guts.
Them damn enchiladas.
Well, then you'd best scoot them leather-bound butt cheeks to the outhouse. Thus begins my favorite pooping scene in cinematic history. How could it not be? It's got a duet.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby.
The song wasn't in the script, it was ad-libbed by Nunez. And if you're as obsessed with it as I am, make sure you check out the remix, Disco Enchilada.
Oh, that's amazing.
Who made it, but man, the video goes places. After way too
amazing.
few verses of their song, these poop stars get killed. Demon finds Anita with her neck slit and her pulse strangely active for a dead person. And though he tries to avoid his own death, he gets stabbed with a spear that goes through his back, and then he dies. I said he dies. Come on, Miguel. This really
Bye, Miguel. Bye.
Thank you. Pam gets back to Pinehurst to find a bunch of worrywarts. Matthew led her left to find Tina and Eddie, and Gramps is nowhere to be found. With Tommy still MIA, Pam goes to look for him some more, leaving these kids unattended and vulnerable to wild vertigo zollies. Over at the dildo slop house, Ethel fixes up a batch of stew while Junior drives around.
You can tell he was trying to get through that without laughing, but did not succeed.
Not-nosed screaming about how Tommy beat him up. Dude drives his dirt bike in circles and over the porch multiple times until a cleaver swings out and decapitates him. I don't love the fake head they used for this kill, which originally bounced on the ground a few more times until the MPAA said to cut it. With Junior dead, sadly, that means it's time for Ethel to go.
Bye, Ethel.
Fuck what?
Ha, at least she'll die the same way she lived. Vulgar. Ethel gets a cleaver to her face through the window. She goes out crushing a tomato and taking a dunk into her stew. Why these movies hate produce, dog? Also, wait, I'm sorry, is that a radicchio stew with zucchini or something?
I'm not
Ethel
sure.
was played by Carol Locatel. She didn't like horror movies, but found the script funny and decided it would be a good time. She, like many other cast members, improvised a lot of her lines.
Lots of swear words came out.
She also provided her own wig, which she had from her role in Sharky's Machine.
You fucking low-life creep.
And did her own makeup by rubbing her face with dirt from the side of the road. As if all that wasn't awesome enough, she's also appeared in an episode of Mad Men.
Oh!
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Draper, you have an emergency call.
I love this dang woman.
I did my first nude scene for Danny.
Sorry,
What?
I didn't. I just had to say that.
Oh,
Since Pam left Pinehurst unattended, this Jake guy decides to make a move. He's a shy guy with a stutter, so it takes a lot of courage for him to tell this redhead Robin he wants to get with her.
I want to make love with you.
Way to put yourself out there, man.
Yeah,
She
dude.
goes for it. Or she could just be needlessly cruel. Sorry.
Yeah,
He goes upstairs
dick
and
move.
has a subtle cry, then gets killed by a cleaver going into his face off screen.
Poor Jake.
Robin goes to her room so she can walk around topless for a good long while. She's played by Juliette Cummins, who's been in a few horror movies. We saw her in Slumber Party Massacre 2, that masterpiece, and we'll see her in Psycho 3 whenever I get around to doing those. Cummins had originally agreed to do one quick shot of nudity lit up by a lightning flash, but on set the night of shooting this scene, Steinman asked her to go topless. Unable to call her agent, she agreed to do it on her own, but she shouldn't have been put in that awkward position. She climbs
messed
in
up.
bed and discovers Jake's dead, then her sheets turn red as she's stabbed from below. This is a Diet Baconator kill, the least graphic of this franchise's various stabbings from below a bed. Like all the other kills in Part 5, it originally had more gore. The MPAA really kind of neutered this franchise, especially starting with this installment. The last still living kid at Pinehurst is this chick named Violet. She's dope and dances around to a song that's just as friggin' awesome. That song, by Australian new wave band Pseudo Echo, was brought to set by Violet's actor Tiffany Helm. Like many others, Helm provided her own styling and wardrobe, with makeup inspired by Susie Sue.
It was very hands-on, and I was very much a part of bringing the character to life.
She also admits she mostly partied during production. She even went to the opening night premiere while tripping on acid. Having studied dance and mimery, Helm came up with this dance herself. It goes on for so long, and yet not long enough, for she is accosted and slammed against the wall before being killed with a stab to the gut.
Poor
Looks
girl.
like this Violet's been picked. I've always thought Violet's death looks really bad, like they're stabbing a pillow stuffed inside a shirt. Turns out that's because it replaces her original death, a stab to her nether regions that was deemed too graphic.
I remember hearing about it. I might have seen some stills. I don't remember if they actually shot the footage. I would have been pretty difficult to look at.
Reggie wakes up from a couch nap and goes upstairs to discover something nude and nasty. A pile of dead folks.
Oh,
and what is
boy.
this now?
What is it, Reggie? It's Pam.
Just Pam saying her name again.
Yep.
You ever notice how aggro Pam gets towards Reggie here?
What's the matter? It's me. What is it? What is it?
Yeah, you're really scared. Let me scare you some more by shouting at you.
Lady, why you pissed off at this kid? She ain't even got no sympathy for him when he falls while they're running.
He's like, get up! Get up!
dear God, so much is happening right now.
So
It's
much.
Jason Voorhees. Or is it Tommy Jarvis? After all, we did see Tej hide a knife under his mattress earlier, and those dead bodies were in his bedroom, and the guy isn't exactly a stranger to violence. Doesn't matter who it is, Reggie and Pam quickly GTFO. It's pouring rain outside, but at least Pam's got that pink sweater over her white shirt. Oh, wait, now she doesn't.
No,
I
no, she
sworn I
doesn't.
saw pink. Oh, wait, what the fuck? It's back now, y'all. Pam, keep a hold of your clothes. They're
Seriously.
expensive. They find an ambulance and open it to find Duke dead. Oh my
Oh,
God!
no!
Duke? Wait, who's Duke? Duke was that paramedic who blew bubble gum and laughed about Joey's body. See that gum in his mouth there? Also, see the fake blood getting washed away by the rain? I prefer things to seem real, like a real ear-splitting scream. I said a real ear-splitting scream.
Oh. Ah!
Reggie's like, "Fuck this,"
I love
and
that.
takes off by himself, leaving Pam behind with nothing but her pink sweater. And that's not even there in half the shots. She wetly stumbles upon another kill. Matthew Letter, who's been stabbed in the head with a
Hi, Matt.
railroad spike. Not a knife, a railroad spike. Are y'all happy now?
Yes.
A dead body discovery means Pam's on that final girl circuit-ish. So you know she's got to have a body flung at her through the window. It's Gramps. He's missing his eyeballs. Hope no one's going around
Gramps.
collecting eyeballs. That'd be weird. Pam runs chest first out into the rain again, where she does her best being a forgettable final girl against this faux Jason. Seriously, Pam, get off the ground.
Yeah,
You've
get
been
up.
crawling around there for like 3 minutes now.
Get up.
Get the fuck up and run. Unsurprisingly, this sequence happened because of director Steinman, who liked when actor Melanie Kinnaman slipped in the mud on accident. He told her to roll around in it after they, quote, hosed her down again. Kinnaman did not sound like she had a great time on set,
No.
partly because she wasn't expecting to wear such a revealing outfit for this final act. Reggie comes to her rescue with a front-end loader, which sends the hockey-masked man through the air into the ground.
Bam!
Good stuff. Though I
Good
doubt
job, kid.
Shavar Ross really drove the tractor.
I drove the tractor.
Okay, dude,
all
not
right, dude.
bad. That
Okay.
wasn't enough for a grand
Damn.
finale, though, and things wind up in a barn just like in part 3. This third act is when the movie descends into Friday cliches, which doesn't work because it's not a good horror movie. Some individual shots are cool, but there's too much lighting and it's too flat to have a good scary mood. Pam earns some respect when she busts out of a shack and goes on the offense with a chainsaw. On guard! But thing runs out of gas before she can finish the deed. Tommy Jarvis finally shows up again, reminding me that, oh yeah, he's a character in this film. I hate that they half-assedly made him out to be a suspect for the kills. It causes him to largely disappear for the second half of the movie. Even worse is that he's no longer kicking ass. Though we've seen him bust a fool, he's taken down here pretty quickly, just
Yeah.
barely escaping to move the action upstairs into the loft of the barn. There he, takes a nap in the hay? As the killer and Pam do a little dance by the window. Reggie leaps to knock him down and out, but the guy hangs on long enough to try to take the kid with him. That's when Tommy stirs back to life and saves the day with a
Yay, Tommy!
The killer falls down and onto a bed of spiky tractor parts, and his
Bye-bye.
mask peels away to reveal, holy shit, it's Roy Burns! Wow! That twist is unexpected, and yet so satisfying. To explain what happened to all the viewers who are undoubtedly whispering, what the fuck right now, we get our traditional wrap-up scene in the hospital. There, Sheriff Tucker tells Pam what's up. Roy Burns, who keeps pictures of himself in his own wallet, was
weird.
father to Joey, the kid who got axed by Vic at Pinehurst. Incensed about Joey's murder, Roy used Jason's MO to go on a killing spree, though he notably never killed the guy who actually killed his son. That's not the only part that doesn't make sense either. When Joey died, Matthew Letter said the kid never knew his father.
I don't know what the hell happened to the father. Took off somewhere, I guess.
Okay, so how's Roy got an up-to-date picture of Joey in his wallet then? Also,
Kid got shuffled around from home to home till he came here.
so Joey was abandoned as a child and eventually wound up in a halfway home in the same town his estranged father worked as a paramedic? I love how these movies try to do twists and cool continuity connections, but the scripts are never smart enough for them to fully work. Like, remember a few minutes ago when not Jason busted through that door? You're telling me this guy did that? Get the fuck out of here. Throughout the film, not Jason was played by stunt performer Tom Morga, even though he didn't resemble Roy's actor Dick Wyand one bit. Morga modeled his performance after Jason, not Roy, and played the actual Jason, kinda, in the visions Tommy had. Morga also played Leatherface in the kick-ass bridge scene in Texas Chainsaw 2, and played Michael Myers in Halloween 4 when we saw him wrapped in gauze at the gas station. He was friends with the New Beginning stunt coordinator, our man Dick Warlock, Halloween 2's Michael Myers. They had fun on set.
I turned around and mooned him. And he's laughing underneath the mask, trying
That's great.
to not do this, you know.
I want Want to mention John Hawk also donned the hockey mask for a few shots in the barn, and was covered in real night crawlers playing Jason in the opening graveyard scene. Pam goes to see Tommy in his hospital bed, where he takes out a knife and stabs her! And growls at her. But don't worry, everybody, this was just a dream. Unlike Neil and Les, though, since Pam is a real character who didn't really die, I won't put her on the count. Listen, it makes sense to me, okay?
Yes.
This ending, which Tommy's actor John Shepard helped come up with, features one more hallucinogenic Jason standing in TJ's hospital room. Actual Jason this time, not Roy Burns. Roy walked around in a blue hockey mask, lacking Jason's red chevrons and the axe mark from Chris Higgins. Hallucinogenic J-Man disappears, and Tommy takes out Roy's hockey mask. This sets us up for another ending that implies Tommy will go on to be a killer. But based on how he is in Friday 6, I won't count Pam as a kill here. I bet Tommy chickened out. Chicken? Bark, bark, bark. You told your parents you wanted Jason, and they told you they had Jason at home.
Yep.
See how many kills Jason at home wound up with and get to the numbers.
A lot. Oh. Have some chocolate?
I counted 21 kills in Friday the 13th: A New Beginning, 2 of them being dream dudes dying dream deaths. All in all, 15 kills were of guys, while only 6 were of ladies. But before you say anything, consider the hypothetical pie chart for nude scenes. With a runtime of 92 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 4.38 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Eddie. I love how nasty and painful it was. Probably the best makeup effects in the movie.
Agreed.
Alongside Tina's eyes. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to that Duke dude. You don't even know who he is when they find him, and his blood's washing away in the rain. Fucking stupid.
Yeah,
and that's
not
it.
good.
Friday the 13th: A New Beginning was released in March of 1985. Though it did well at the box office, fans were not pleased. They wanted Jason, goddammit. Give us Jason! Paramount would do so with the following year's Part 6, Jason Lives. I'll look at that next week, but until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
All right.
Next Kill Count. Paramount Pictures would like to formally apologize for the whole Roy Burns thing.
Uh-huh.
We're sorry. Paramount values its viewers and is proud to announce the return of Jason Voorhees.
Yay!
Just add lightning! Jason Lives may be the 6th Friday the 13th, but it's the first with Zombie Jason.
Zombie!
Supernatural murder machine.
I'll order up some body bags.
It's also the rare Friday film that feels like a real movie.
What makes you so high and mighty?
With compelling characters.
He think I'm a fart.
Action sequences.
You bang.
And car crashes.
Oh no!
Don't wake the kids.
Often regarded as the best of the series, Jason Lives sees the return of a summer camp setting.
What were you gonna be when you grew up?
And the conclusion to the Tommy Jarvis trilogy.
Fuck you, Jason.
This week, watch a horror movie that went meta 10 years before Scream.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
And this Friday,
Friday!
watch the Kill Count Recount, only on Dead Meat! Is that too much?
Yes.
A little bit.
If this is as
But I approve.
acceptable as it gets, we're in big trouble, dude.
Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives.
Okay, so as I said, this was one of my favorite Jason movies. Even though it didn't feature Jason, I really loved the characters a lot, being that it's sort of like a mental health facility, and I experienced mental health problems, and seeing like the variety of them from these different characters made me enjoy it that much more. And then seeing Tommy sort of like dealing with this, and he is like confronting Jason over and over again, to where finally it's like, okay, at the very end, I'm going to become one with Jason. I'm no longer afraid. And then that's where it comes to the point where it looks like he's about to kill the girl, but maybe not. We're not entirely sure. Either way, I was thoroughly entertained while watching it, even though some of the scenes, like he said, seemed like kind of like a porn movie. But I did like the fact that there was a lot of improv, because I sure do love improv. So that will do it for me here. But before I go, though, I wanted to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Kester Cronage, Amber K, Minnie Mel, Kelsey, Lauren Davenport, and brand new page supporter, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right, Rocco Luchisano. Thank you guys so very much. You guys are awesome. And if you too like to have your name read at the end of each and every one of my videos, plus many other fun goodies, including possibly reacting to any kill count you want to see me react to, please head on over to patreon.com/TheDamnReactor. Link will be right there and in the description. And with that being said, comment down below. Let me know, where does this rank on your all-time Friday the 13th movies? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also want to see past reactions I've done to other Dead Meat videos. Got a nice playlist right over there full of videos for you. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Ring notification bell because I put up new videos every single day. And I'll see you guys next time.